It won't. Oh, it won't empty. There'll not be any plates washed to eat of. The very night I've got to be early at the youth centre.
I'm trying to learn my lessons. In the old days before the glorious revolution, London was not the beautiful city we know today. It was a dark, dirty, miserable place where scarcely anybody had enough to eat. Children had to work 12 hours a day for cruel masters who flogged them with whips.
I know what's happened. Somebody's done something to this. They must have all sneaked in when we've all been away. Filthy traitors!
You mean blocked it up on purpose?
Yes. Who? I'll find out. And when I do... Where have you been, leaving me here? Do you want me to go to the youth centre without any supper and tell them that you don't feed me, eh?
Oh, no, dear.
After all I've done this afternoon.
Oh, yes, dear. She's such a brave, clever girl. A real child hero, as they say. She actually managed to...
Don't tell him about it, don't you dare!
No, dear. Mr. Smith's come to fix the sink for us.
Yes, I'll just take a look. Do you mind if I borrow that piece of wire? Very well.
Who said you could interfere?
I asked him to help, dear.
Oh, shut up!
Mrs. Parsons, I'm afraid I'm going to need a bucket.
Oh, yes, there's one in the bedroom to catch the water coming through the ceiling.
You'd better leave it alone.
Why?
She thinks it's sabotage.
Oh, does she?
The rich men were called capitalists. They were fat, ugly men with wicked faces, like the one shown on the opposite page. Look at his funny, shiny hat.
Yes.
That was their uniform. You're old. Did you ever see a capitalist?
Oh, I don't remember.
The capitalists owned everything in the world. If anyone disobeyed them, they could throw them into prison.
What are you doing?
Oh, it's quite simple. You just slacken this nut and let the water run out, and 9 times out of 10 you can get at the obstruction.
You do know a lot, don't you? About our sink.
They're all the same in these old flags.
You mean it was him that did it?
You are, Mr.
Oh,
Smith.
thank you, sir.
Don't do anything to help him.
What's the matter?
Traitor, criminal, saboteur, gold steiner.
Face the telly screen, comrade. In a moment he's going to show us what he blocked the pipe up.
Oh, no, not Mr. Smith.
Show us what's in the pipe.
It's here. It's reddish, most of it, like yours, see? You'll need to be careful washing their heads over the sink.
Don't you laugh at me. They didn't laugh at me this afternoon. They didn't.
What happened this afternoon?
I won a medal.
Hello. Ah, Smith. What's this? Who won a medal?
I did.
What?
Oh, Tom, she was out with her troop of spies on a country hike.
Oh, let's sit down and hear all about
And
it.
she got 2 other girls to go with her, and they slipped off from the hike.
Why did they do that?
We were following this strange man I saw. I was sure he was some sort of enemy agent. Parachuted, perhaps. He was a foreigner.
Well, how do you know?
Well, he was wearing a funny kind of shoes. I never saw anybody with shoes like that before.
Oh, pretty smart, huh? How's that for a sharp eye? Go on, you trailed him.
For 2 whole hours. And when we got to Barnet, we told the patrols.
And then?
They arrested him, of course. They took him away to the Ministry of Love.
The Ministry of Love.
Oh, it'll be in there, all right.
It's on her word.
Oh, that's a clever girl. That deserves a medal if anything does. Oh, and you'll be on all the telescreens tomorrow. Oh, and they'll want you down to the youth centre, won't they?
Oh, yes, I've got to go. I've got to. And she hasn't given me my supper.
What,
It's this bother with the sink,
You
Mr.
can use it now, Mrs. Parsons.
You get us something to eat straight away. My. We've got something to be proud of now. Victory Mansion's own child hero. Oh, and I've got a lot of leaflets here about Hate Week. Hand out the community centre tonight. Oh, you should have been there, Winston, old man.
Let me see. I want to see.
Of course, but I must talk to Mr. Smith first.
Well, I'd better be going. Oh, good night.
I'll come with you, old man. I'm organising squads of men to hang our bunting, 400 metres.
Where's my supper?
A moment, dear.